But there's a long tradition of these types of voices of conscience. So I just immersed myself in the world of St. Sabina and spent time with Father Mike and his peacekeepers and the community there and tried to learn as much as I could.
We love you on Windy City Live. Yes, we do. Tell us, how did all this happen? How did this come about?
Well, I play me. I play Val Warner in Chirac, which is really cool. So when people see this movie, they are literally seeing Val, and I am a reporter in the movie.
We talk about the violence, but what can we do personally?
I think we got to be engaged, and I think engaged in a number of things. In our block, in our home, in our neighborhood, we got to be engaged. We got to fight the issues. We got to fight a government that is abandoned, whole communities on the south and the west side. We got to fight a governor who's cut out every youth employment program, who's cut out violence prevention programs, who's abandoned our communities and the poor and the vulnerable. And I think we got to reach out to our brothers on the street and love them and respect them and help them, not just demonize them.
My participation is only because of Mr. Spike Lee, our leader, our director, and he reached out to me and blessed me with the opportunity to be in this film and said that his mission was to save lives in the south side of Chicago.
I'll just say like this. First of all, give you the history of coming to Chicago and telling my jokes as a young cat. I'm 37 now. Started about almost 15 years ago. Elroy taking me under his wing, let me do some jokes here and there for the radio stations and all that kind of stuff.
We are more than that. We are more than that. We're greater than that. And I feel like in places like this, or Chicago, or whatever you want to call it, the hood, whatever you want to call it, like, it's too much attention dwelled on the negative.
I learned that no matter what you do and how much of a genuine heart you have, and if you're coming from a good place, people are going to criticize if they don't agree with what you're doing.
Hi, we're from Empire, and you're watching the Higher Learning Network.
So how long have you been standing here?
Not too long, like an hour. So we're moving in fast. This is a good sign.
Yo, what's up? It's your man Tony Schofield from 106.3 Chicago's R&B, and you are watching Men on Higher Learning. Now, I used to hang around with some men that was into some higher learning. It just wasn't that kind of higher learning, but I got myself together now, okay?
What is it that you do in your quiet time, in your meditation time, that allows you to bring us the films that you do?
I sit courtside in Madison Square Garden, world's most famous arena.
And you're watching ZTV on the Higher Learning Network. Put your head right.
Blog Talk Radio. Women have the power to transform this world. We can end crime and violence if we all agree to do one thing: share. Let's share our wisdom, share our time, share our talents, share our finances, but most of all, let's share our love. This is the Female Solution. Join me, Naima Latif, every morning, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, as we bring you stimulating discussions about the issues affecting our lives. If you're listening online at www.blogtalkradio.com/the-female-solution, press the blue button that says follow and get our daily topics every morning directly to your email and your smartphone. Hi, I'm Naima Latif, executive producer of the Female Solution radio show. We invite you to call in 515-605-9325 and participate in this daily think tank as we examine the challenges we face and develop solutions that restore peace and harmony. We are global transformers, changing the world from the way it is to the way it should be. We are one. Wherever we live on this earth, we are one human family. On behalf of our team of radio hosts, I'd like to extend a greeting to all the members of our family, whenever and wherever you may be listening around the world. To our family in China, Ni Hao. In India, Namaste. In Japan, Konnichiwa. In Korea, Annyeonghaseyo. In Russia, Здравствуйте. In Germany, Guten Tag. In Poland, Dzień dobry. In France, Bonjour. In Spain, Hola. In Italy, Ciao. In Egypt, Ahlan wa sahlan. In Ghana, Akwaba. In Nigeria, Peleo. In South Africa, Sawubona. In Senegal, Nangadef. In Kenya, Jambo. In Israel, Shalom. In Pakistan, Afghanistan, and Saudi Arabia, Assalamu alaikum. Greetings, and may peace be upon you all.
Is Monday morning a struggle to get out of bed, into the swing of things? Well, don't worry, you are not alone. Join us for thought-provoking, stimulating, and mindful conversations on higher learning with Zelda Speaks for your Monday morning mindfulness sessions on Blog Talk Radio, The Female Solution, Mondays, 7:30 until 9 a.m. Be sure and send your ideas, thoughts, comments, and suggestions. Also, if you'd like to be a guest on the show, visit ZeldaSpeaks.com and send us your info. We'd love to have you. Experience mindfulness moments with the mindfulness/stress relief coach, Zelda Speaks. And thanks for sharing the mindfulness moment tip of the day. Stay on purpose, stay empowered, and stay tuned to your next session of Mindfulness on Higher Learning with Zelda Speaks. Make it a mindful day. And thanks for listening.
You just set the day for feeling good. Ladies and gentlemen, I see the smile on your face because you have just activated the happiness gene. So when you catch yourself today during the course of a conversation when all the madness is going on and you find yourself smiling, people say, "What's wrong with you, girl?" I activated my happiness gene. Ooh, how'd you do that? Well, you go to Zelda Speaks and on YouTube. Go to my YouTube channel, Zelda Speaks, and you'll see it. You'll see all that you need to see to help you maintain your sanity in a mist of madness. And that's what we're talking about here today on The Female Solution. And I hope that once you go to my YouTube channel on Zelda Speaks, that you will share that with someone. And if you want more information on YouTube, it's available on another YouTube channel. It's called Zelda Speaks Mindfulness. So there's two channels, so you can get a lot from both channels. So I ask you to share that information to make your day, not only your day, but someone else's day better. So all you have to do is really breathe when you're stressed out. You know, they give us all these pills and, you know, just stand up and stretch. Stand up and breathe. But I promise you, if you take a long, deep breath and got a little funk on your breath in the morning, onions, some garlic, oh, people will back up off you. I promise you. So all you have to do, in the words of Layla Hathaway, is you simply breathe. And we're going to take a break and come back with Diane Latiker of Kids Off the Block, and you stay close.
You are tuned in to the Soulful Chicago Book Fair 2020 Vision Fundraising Campaign. That's right. You can support the vision of reviving Black literary excellence in the city by simply taking your $20 or more and donating it on our website. Visit www.soulfulchicagobookfair.com and click the Donate tab on our homepage. Or give us a call at 646-359-6605. And we welcome you, helping us breathe literary life into the South Side of Chicago.
We all say we would like to be wealthy, but wealth isn't determined by how much money you have. Wealth is determined by your power to define what money is. The dictionary defines money as something used as a way to pay for goods and services and to pay people for their work. So how would you like to have access to an unlimited source of money? Money that is not taxed by the government. Money that increases as you share the opportunity with others. Money that you can use to pay for goods and services and pay people for their work. I'm talking about Bitcoin. It's the future of independent wealth building. Bitcoin is the new money that you control. Get started building your wealth. Call 312-849-3456. That's 312-849-3456.
Are you constantly arguing with yourself? Are your children acting out? Someone in your family who's have you been victim of domestic violence? Are you grieving over the loss of your loved one? Let us help you restore serenity to your life. At Serenity Family Social Services, we understand that good mental health is the result of emotional well-being. Our goal is to assist you and your family in removing emotional distress and restoring harmony and balance to your lives. We offer individual, couples, and family counseling. I'm Howard Williams, CEO of Serenity Family Social Services. Call us today at 312-315-4820. That's 312-315-4820. Do you want to live in a world without war? Join our global peace movement. Heavenly Culture World Peace and Restoration of Life transcends culture, religion, ideology, and other boundaries to achieve peaceful harmony in the global society. HWPL is committed to bringing world peace and cessation of war through peaceful dialogue between religious groups. I am Director Kim of the HWPL Chicago branch of North America. Join us for our next gathering. Call 773-580-1501 and be a part of the movement for world peace. Email us at chicagohwpl@gmail.com. About finances, family, health, job, relationships. Are you in pain? Do you feel stuck? If you answer yes to any of these questions, help is available. Don't worry, you're not alone. It's part of the human process. You only feel this way because you haven't mastered the voices in your head. No, honey, just down to earth, solid, workable tools and techniques that you can practice daily. It's really food for the soul. When you want to learn how not to worry about anything, reverse type 2 diabetes, publish a book, promote the product or service, or just make extra money. To take advantage of the deal of the day, go to zeldaspeaks.com or call 212-409-6619. Mention promo code The Female Solution and get free shipping. That's zeldaspeaks.com or 312-409-6619. Stop worrying today. Visit zeldaspeaks.com.
Grand Rising. And thank you for joining us back here on The Female Solution. Welcome to Monday Morning Mindfulness. I'm your host, Zelda Speaks. And it is Monday, December 7th. Happy Earth Day, birthday, born day, if today is your birthday. I forgot to mention my niece, Tequila Robinson. She lives in Iowa. We call her Sugar Baby. And it's her daughter's birthday. And I forgot her daughter's name. So forgive me, niecey. Forgive me. Auntie had a brain fart. I forget things sometimes. But anyway, happy birthday to Sugar Baby's baby. How about that? From your Auntie Z. Okay? Happy Earth Day, birthday, born day to you. And let us always keep in mind those who are in prayer. We need to keep them in prayer. Those who are sick and shut in, and our essential workers, those who are affected most by this pandemic. Today, if you would like to join the conversation, feel free to call in at 515-605-9325. Press 1 to speak. We are about to be joined by Brother Lionel Abdul Haaque of Community Cultivations. But before I do that, let me remind you that the lineup for the week is on Tuesday. Let's talk about it with Maika. Wednesday, Naima Latif and Kareem Hamid, repairing family relationships. On Thursday, Family Matters with Wendy City Deloach, Esquire, our attorney here at the Female Solution. On Friday, Health and Wellness with Yara. Saturdays, the first Saturday is with Jana, Nonviolent Communication. And Jana is from London, England. She is our international host. And the second Saturday is Love, Joy, Empowerment, the Black Taboo with Love, Joys, and Empowerment. Love, Joy, Empowers. And Move Around with Deborah on the third Saturday. And the fourth Saturday, Wisdom with Mama D. And Saturdays we are on from 12 noon until 2 p.m. And if you can't make any of those, you can always go back and listen to them in the archives. 24/7, they are available. And we are available to you this morning, and I am so appreciative that you are joining us this morning here on The Female Solution. As we open up the phone lines, 515-605-9325, press 1 to speak. We are joined by my co-host today, Brother Lionel Abdul Haaque of Community Cultivations, and we're discussing holiday hiccups. How about that? How to maintain your sanity in the midst of all this madness that's going on. Welcome, Brother Lionel Abdul Haaque of Community Cultivations, and thank you for joining us this morning.
Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate the opportunity that you at the Female Solution allow for me to share with the astute and very intelligent listeners that you have.
Yes,
I appreciate the opportunity.
We call them higher learning leaders because leaders have insight. They listen and watch what's going on in the world from another perspective. So you are right on target when you say that, Lionel. And we are in the midst of being controlled like never before. And people are so stressed out because they don't have an idea of why this is happening. Not only why this is happening, but what can I do to keep my sanity? And you know what appears to me, Lionel, is that so much of the focus is on the outside, on the external, is that we've forgotten how to go within, because that's where all the answers are. We're listening to people, places, and things that steer us in another direction, and that is not of our best interest, like the vaccines. But I'm gonna leave that alone and let Lionel chime in on the conversation this morning. What are your thoughts on that, Lionel?
Yeah, well, it's a very serious situation, and I think the biggest problem in the modern world is, as I've expressed on a number of occasions, is the lack of seriousness, the lack of adult, mature, disciplined, morally concerned, human consciousness that we have fallen to in this modern world. People have been reduced to responding to influences of the flesh, influences that are associated with sensual responses, and to such a degree that they cannot muster the kind of will, the kind of maturity necessary to respond to not only this pandemic, which could be looked at as a hiccup. A hiccup is a biological reaction to what I would consider to be a disruption or a some kind of upset in the cycle of breathing or some kind of life function, and that the body reacts with the hiccup as a reaction to that. And I think that in the context of the natural order that the Creator has established, whether you want to say Allah, Yahweh, Jehovah, the natural order that the Creator established has been upset by the lack of intelligent, mature behavior on the part of human beings. And the hiccup is a natural reaction to let you know that something is off. And this is what I think this pandemic is really manifesting. It's not even a full-fledged assault or response in the sense of a violent or disruptive attack on our social reality, but it is clearly letting us know that something is off, something is out of sync, and that the noise that we're hearing from people in response to it is like a hiccup, the sound that you make when you make a hiccup. It's a very slight disturbance, a signal from the body, like this. I think this pandemic is a very slight response compared to what could happen and what will happen if we don't get the message of the hiccup.
Powerful, my brother. Powerful. If we don't get the hiccup. I love that. The way you break it down, it's a biological reaction. And we have a choice to respond to that reaction or react to that reaction. And most of us are reacting. We are not responding. When we respond, before we speak, we take a moment to think about it, how it applies to us. I love the fact that you said it's a disruption of the cycle. It's a disruption of the system. And the system that we are living in is already disrupted. And it just brings about more disruption. And it's finally coming to light. And we can actually do something about it. We don't have to sit back and be watchers. We can actively become involved by making decisions that are of our best interest as a people, as humanity, not individuals. So you are right on target with that, Lionel, as you always are.
Well, praise be to the Most High. I think we are very emphasized. The American people in particular are suffering the most in the world. There are more people dying in this country than there are any place else in the world, at a higher rate. And we have far more material resources to deal with almost anything. But we don't have any. We can't change the mindset of childish, immature, silly-minded people who only want to do is have fun. And they are so disconnected from reality that they don't even see how the things that they seek to do are not even consistent with mature adult behavior. We think this is just the way it is and the way it's supposed to be. We like little children thinking of having fun all the time. We rather play than work. And that is a backwards, insane mentality for the adults in this society as a whole. and to think that that's something that we should be proud of. Everything that we're dealing with right now in this last quarter, which is the most money-making quarter of the year, this is where most businesses really go into the black, as they call it, in terms of really making great profits for the whole year. And it's between Halloween and New Year's. And we are just getting past Halloween and Thanksgiving with a clear indication that we don't have the kind of serious, adult, mature response coming from the American people and particularly the president to deal with this situation. And it's unfortunate, but I don't see a brighter future coming in the next couple of months. I think we are reaping what we have sown. We are what has gone down in terms of how we've been programmed in this world to make us easy to sell stuff to has created a situation that even those who have some sense of responsibility cannot control. They cannot change the mindset that they have put the American people into. And its consequences are going to be dire.
And that is why we are experiencing what we are experiencing today. Partially because we haven't been paying attention.
We've been having too much fun.
Yeah. Wow.
I think fun is what life is all about. If you ain't having fun, you're not living.
Right.
And that's crazy. That is absolutely worse than childish. It's almost animalistic. What they call hedonistic self-indulgence is what we suffer from in this modern world. Just as they did in ancient Rome, in ancient Greece, and ancient Egypt in its decline. This is the fatal flaw in the design of a social system that exploits the masses of the people by keeping them on a level that they can be herded like cattle.
And keep them in fear by controlling them. By what?
Well, they don't fear God as much as they fear losing money.
Yeah.
The money that they need to have fun, and they fear that more than anything. And if they can't have the money that they need to keep having fun, then they are like little children who go into a psychosis of melancholy or anger and have fits of tirades because they are basically children. They're basically like little children.